I'm not that worried. I'm just annoyed. Do they even have these anymore? I had a rocking horse that was made of plastic. I loved it. I thought it looked a lot like a real horse, kind of like the 10-cent machine in a grocery store. Do they even have those anymore? They were so boring. Mine was great. It was on springs. I could go bonkers with it. It was good enough to be handed down to kids who were born after me. I don't even know what happened to it. I think it went to go live with some cousin or other relative, and who knows. It didn't really rock, but it was called a rocking horse because it was the 1960s version of it. 4 springs, plastic horse, and I could just bounce, 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 bounce. I've forgotten all about it till I was handed this envelope. Traditionally, the rocking horse is on, little runners. You rock back and forth on it. I'm thinking about a short story that I read in high school that still haunts me. I've only read it once, and it got in there, got in my brain. About as disturbing as any Edgar Allan Poe story, except that I read this when I was, 14. So, it's really important to have children read disturbing short stories at an early age, to teach them to fear books, knowledge, learning, and encourage them to want to rip pages out, take them to the streets, ban them, burn them, do all of that stuff. This is why I think we're having this. This is not why people want to ban and burn books, but I don't think it helps. Although I actually love books, so I'm probably an example of why teaching kids that books can be disturbing early on is important. Rocking Horse Winner is a short story about a kid who goes into this kind of trance when he's on the rocking horse. And I don't know what he's doing. I think he's maybe predicting the results of horse races. I don't really remember the premise of the book. I only remember that the kid is sacrificed at the end because he dies in some kind of convulsion after having rocked and rocked and rocked and been exploited by the adults. It's probably a good thing to be teaching a 14-year-old. Adults are going to exploit you. Don't trust the adults. But I don't remember. I only know that the adult wins, the adults win, the child loses, and at some point they give the rocking horse away. And all I remember is what it was like, just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and feeling so free as I rode that horse and went nowhere.